expect a fierce and ferocious North Melbourne attack on the ball and the man tonight.
I'm with you there. Hamish McIntosh up against Dean Brogan to get this one underway. McIntosh immediately back, stolen. Well played, McMahon. Chip kick, perfect. Simpson. What was it inside 50, the ex-captain, and Lindsay Thomas. How's that for a start? Takes the mark inside 50. That's Brogan, that's a better possession. Surgeon, and looking for Travis Poke and Zeeble, too good.
Every time you see him, you're impressed. Everything he does is just right. Fantastic mark there, and he gets the opportunity to go back and have a settling shot for goal.
Yes, he's yet to be nominated for the NAB Rising Star this year, Jack Zeeble, but he is, at the moment, the fourth favourite, according to most bookmakers.
I suspect it's only a matter of time.
And he slides this inside the post beautifully. North Melbourne get the first. Screen number 30, Chris Camelons and Troy Pennell, our umpires. First time Motlop's had a look at it, didn't really get much of a see in. Watt, caught, dispossessed. Zeeble, no free there, was in the side, tries to burst his way through. Danger here, Motlop, the steal, and there's Kangaroo, slides it home.
Until you see it, you're never quite sure when the team's struggling.
Well, it sidesteps past Thomas, high kick, McIntosh in the hole, no fist slap, down to Campbell, has the snap, perfection here, throws that out. Well played, Carlisle, Boak, here's Motlop again, see what he does here. Yeah, this looks more difficult. Takes him on. And dragged down and done.
Great tackle.
Big win for Gibson. That really believe anything North Melbourne tell you about injuries, unfortunately. Treadray gets back and takes the mark. 1 minute it's groin, next minute it's hit with Daniel Wells.
Absolutely. That was a clever kick from Daniel Motlop. He weighted it beautifully. Treadray drifting into space.
The year one, Treadray. And that's a spear. Straight through the middle. Scores a level. Logan's kicked that out of bounds on the full almost. And it's a mark to Simpson regardless, under some pressure, and that worked, just bouncing the ball. The fight has stopped.
I'll tell you what, as this is going on, that should have been a free kick, surely.
Ben Warren scoots through and slides it home. Back to Boak, and a wide ball to Alapate Carlisle. Maybe too far out to score and knows it, but he can launch a long ball.
Motlop one out.
And good option, Motlop one out. Oh. And he hands it off to Roden. That shouldn't be allowed. That's just too clever.
It seems whoever's going to win this game, it's going to be won in this contest alone.
McIntosh and Brogan, and McIntosh wins his own clearance. And that's in the back. Ben Warren's ball, 45 from goal.
That was a free kick that was warranted.
And he's been 50-50 this year in front of goal. Ben Warren has kicked one tonight.
He's a very good leader towards the football. Finds good space.
No angle, straight off the boot, coming straight at us. Good start to this turn for North. Short kick and well read, Alapate Carlisle.
Just had a look inside there. Then he had two players on in the clear. He should have just centred the ball.
Chaplin to the Corns-Simpson battle, and Simpson wins. Swallow about to peel back onto this and can send it toward the square. He might go all the way himself. Heads the square. Surgeon down there. Big fist. Pettigrew left it behind. Easy as you like, Aaron Edwards.
He is starting to get the sulks, Daniel Motlop. He nearly didn't chase then.
Zeeble. McMahon. Lower. Wells. And North Melbourne can sense something here. Harding on the rebound. Aaron Edwards calls for it long. It's in his direction. Pettigrew turned. Edwards takes a good mark.
And now all of a sudden North Melbourne shooting at the other end.
And Aaron Edwards has 2 goals from 3 kicks.
Go around the flanks, straight down the middle of the ground. You notice when Wells gets the ball, he does look inboard more often than not.
Laid. Victor Goldstein got it down to Peter Burgoyne. Stolen back by Harris. Power. Campbell with a little tap over the top. He could go all the way here from 50. Needs to size them up, take some time, and send it beautifully over the goal umpire's hat.
And you think Chad Corns moves himself there, or do you think that's the request from his coach? I mean, he's gone back. He was down 4 before. He's been in the middle, but looking to play a loose man to create some play for the Port Adelaide.
Yeah. Wells slips his way through traffic nicely. Heads wide with the pass. Hale's out there. Beats Carlisle. Handballs it back. Outside of the boot, Ferrito. Oh, they're on.
Hale get the ball. Ferrito, great shot for goal, but this is Wells' kick that's come into Hale, pushes him out of the way, gets a bit of space, and it's a nice kick by Ferrito, the Czech side.
Siren ends for North Melbourne fans. A joyous opening half here at Etihad Stadium. Those that have come tonight more than got their money's worth so far. 12-1, 73. The Port Adelaide 6-6, 42 from him.
They do, and he's one of the players, when the ball gets in his hands, he's just so creative, and you can't afford for that sort of player to only have 6 possessions. Power doing a terrific job on him.
Zeeble out to Boak, who has James told you he's on Wells. Boak got it to Kane Corns, and now Pearce. Back into the corridor. That's an impossible ball. Maybe it's a good ball. Picked up by Robbie Gray. He chose between...
He did too.
He had the 2 options down there, Cracker and Ebert. He looked at Ebert and said, no, Cracker.
And get their hands on the ball, I'll get back into this, or get the swing of the game back going their way.
Brogan stands under this. McIntosh almost stole it from him. Umpire said no, not a mark. Lower, chip kick. Edwards lost it. Petrie got it. 2 North Melbourne players fight for it. McIntosh to Power. They've worked this nicely. Campbell sidesteps, wobbles it.
Swallow, important kick for North.
Massive kick. A steadier, and Swallow says chew on that. Here, gave it off. Lindsay Thomas, centering ball. Aaron Edwards.
He's got Harding if he looks up.
He took the step.
Still got him.
Sends it long. Corns. They set an arm sling. No free. Ferrito. Sidestep. Wells. Well, he could do the magic thing here. He centers it instead. Not too bad, that. Lindsay Thomas.
Great vision.
Lindsay Thomas. For goal number 50 of his career. Kicked 49 from his 42 games. Hasn't kicked once tonight. Bends it back. Precision of the tackle. Cracker. Dangerous kick, but it was precise. Travis Boak.
I think Ferrito being off, if he is injured and has hurt his hamstring out for the rest of the game, is a big injury. Might let Chad Corns off the leash in the middle of the ground if Ferrito is injured.
Corns got it back from Gray. Ebert inside 50, running onto it and gets there. And he kicked one from here earlier in the term.
He did, and I wouldn't be looking to pass it off when you've just struck one well. A similar angle, that's nearly play on.
Took a dance step there to pull it under 20 points. In the shadows of three-quarter time. And that's a gem. North Melbourne's lead back to 19.
The one thing North have done very well tonight, though, is every time Port Adelaide have launched some sort of challenge to get back into the game, they've answered quickly.
Big 2 minutes coming up here. Brogan down to Robbie Gray. They get the clearance. Thought about the handle one way. Chad could go the journey here. Looks up, sends it long. He puts up the rainbow. Potter goal on the end of it. It's back to 13. It's back to a 2-goal game. 12 points. Daniel Wells entrusted with the kick in, and it was spectacularly good. Petrie gave it up to Campbell. Ferrito. Harris, well worked. Ross. Couple of targets inside 50. Thomas peeling back. Gets there. Takes a brilliant mark.
Gee, I thought he'd picked the wrong option, Ben Ross, but in the end he knew exactly what he was doing. He's winded himself, Lindsay Thomas. He's gone down heavily, maybe on the wrist. But it was he's landed on the shoulder. Gee, we don't need another shoulder after we've just seen Stephen Salapak go through agony. I thought he was going to chip it over to David Hale. He decided to go longer, and it was just long enough to go over the top. He landed very heavily, didn't he, Lindsay Thomas? But he now has an important kick. This gives him a bit of breathing space and a bit of confidence they can go on with the job.
And this is where the 30-second rule's tough. He needed a breather then, after that mark. Big kick, and he slips it in for the runner for a kick, is it?
Yes.
Right.
But I'll tell you what, and that's because they haven't got their normal runner.
Well, they've had one runner banned, and
that one will get banned by Mark Williams if he keeps doing that sort of thing.
And how big's this kick now? Lower, late inclusion. Set sail, touched, or a goal! Back in, laid to Boak, gets the kick away, wobbler, goal! It might be the breakout game for Travis Boak.
I think Kane Corns made the most of it.
And the mark almost to Brogan. Didn't have a lot of it, but had enough.
And 50. And 50.
This will cut it back to 2 goals.
Who gave the 50 away? That, I was about to ask what sort of set shot Dean Brogan was. It doesn't matter now.
Terrific mark in a contested situation, though. You know, the taller guys stand up. Dean Brogan gets criticised for some of his play, but, you know, he has a crack every time he plays, and a great goal. In the context of the game, a very important goal.
Clearance here, crucial. North Melbourne win it in goal, it's game over.
Yeah, but if Port win it, they've got to run it because there's loose North Melbourne players back.
North Melbourne win it in goal, and it might be game over. Adam Simpson with a nailer. Zeeble. Set one up for a bit of icing on the cake, perhaps. Thump from Pettigrew, down to lower. High to the goal square. Hale sits under it. Lindsay Thomas, Hale, snaps around the body. They're home.
I was hung, drawn and quartered for calling it over earlier. Now you're saying they had it in control all night.
Petrie,
Gee, you're good, Dwayne.
holding the ball.
Gee,
that's a big decision with 4 minutes left on the clock in that spot. Chaplin.
I'd like to see a replay of that one.
Jason Dunstall gets a bead of sweat off his head again.
Well, he hasn't kicked a goal all year, Troy Chaplin, defender. Massive kick, and that is straight through the middle. 3 goals the margin.
Well, one of the criticisms of Collingwood when they lost that game, Jason, is they didn't get enough players back into their back line to flood it up. North Melbourne haven't done that. They're still a very open Port Adelaide forward line.
Cracker to Robbie Gray, takes them on, sends it towards Lade. Brendan Lade! And Brendan Lade has not missed a shot at goal all year. He's kicked 6 straight. If he makes it 7 straight, it's a 2-goal game. Oh, it's there, all right. Chad Corns down to 2.5 minutes. Thumps it into the middle. Cracker needs to go. Makes the contest. He marks it. Plays on quickly. Chaplin. He plays on quickly. Modlop, of all people. Modlop. Oh, boy. It's a 1-goal game with 2:16 left.
But you can see the taps. The intention is to bring the ball straight down to ground and then get everyone around it. Straight down it goes.
Cassisi thrown out of it. Lower. Ran into the tackle. Dispossessed. Port Adelaide a chance. 10 on the clock as we get the ball up.
Well, it's a great tactic. They're getting everybody around the ball. They're getting their hands on the ball, whether it's Petrie or Goldstein. They've got 2 ruckmen there. Go up as the 3rd jumper and bring the ball straight down to ground. They're going to do it once more.
Last roll of the dice from the ball up.
No, never in doubt this game.
North Melbourne with a thriller. They did it the tough way. North Melbourne down to the wire by 5 points. We'll be back to wrap up. 20 goals, 5, 125.